Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see this our town of Halloween. This is Halloween, this is Halloween. Pumpkins scream in the dead of night. This is Halloween, everybody make a scene. Trick or treat to the nightmares, they're gonna die of fright. It's our town, everybody scream. This our town of Halloween. I am the one hiding under your bed, teeth ground sharp and eyes glowing red. I'm the one hiding under your stairs, fingers like snakes and spiders in my hair. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. In this town we call home, everyone held to the pumpkin song. In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise. Round that corner, man, hiding in the trash can. Something's waiting now to pounce, and how you'll scream. This is Halloween, red and black, slimy green. Aren't you scared? Well, that's just fine. Say it once, say it twice. Take a chance and roll the dice. Ride with the moon in the dead of night. Everybody scream, in our town of Halloween. I am the clown with the tearaway face, here in a flash and gone without a trace. I am the who when you call who's there. I am the wind blowing through your hair. I am the shadow on the moon at night, filling your dreams to the brim with fright. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. Tender lumplings everywhere, life's no fun without a good scare. That's our job, but we're not mean. In our town of Halloween, in this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise. Skeleton Jack might catch you in the back and scream like a banshee, make you jump out of your skin. This is Halloween, everybody scream. Won't you please make way for our very special guy? Our man Jack is king of the pumpkin patch. Everyone hail to the pumpkin king now. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. In this town we call home, everyone hail to the pumpkin song.
That was so nice.
I mean, thanks for that, but I don't fancy myself a very good singer, so
Yeah,
maybe all I did was just torture what little viewers we have, or maybe I turned our viewers away.
Yeah.
Whatever, I hope it was a fun experience for them.
Yes. It is.
But hey, this was a very special occasion for. Hey, that little bit was warranted, because hey, after all, it is Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Halloween, Australia.
Yeah, well, in Australia it's Halloween.
Yes.
I think in Europe and America it's one more day until
Yes, Halloween.
yeah, Halloween. But you know, we Australians had to get through it early.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so
Between Christmas and New Year's Eve.
yeah, exactly. And you know, I think I did not get to go trick or treating growing up because my parents are stupid and they thought that Halloween was stupid.
Oh, that sucks.
It's not stupid. You're stupid.
Yes.
Yeah, you both, mum and dad. Mum's probably more likely to be watching this than dad is, but yeah, you're both stupid. Fuck you.
That's it.
Okay. Well, in regards to Halloween, you are both stupid.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. No. So, I guess to. Okay, so hold on. I guess we need to we need to yeah, this is the image we're going to stick on. Wait, I just thought of something.
Stick it on.
I just thought of something else with yeah, just go back here for a moment. I just realized that I just realized that was not a great idea to set it up that way.
Easier.
Okay, yeah, this is this is better. We can stay on this as I read from my my document. Okay, so Halloween. Before we start getting to the main event, I figured we'd look into
The
yeah,
history?
the history of Halloween, or what exactly
Awesome.
Halloween is. Halloween, or Halloween, or
Or Hallows Eve.
less commonly known as All Halloween,
Yeah.
All Hallows Eve,
Or Hell
or All Saints
Satan's
Eve,
of.
is a celebration observed in many countries on October 31st, the eve of the Western Christian feast of All Hallows Day. It begins the observance of All Hallow Tide, the time in the liturgical year dedicated to remembering the dead, including saints,
Yeah,
hallows,
hello. Me.
martyrs, and the
Oh.
departed. So, yeah, I guess Halloween can be. Yeah, I guess when you're thinking of
Yeah.
Halloween, you are thinking of all the saints.
Yes.
One theory holds
Are you
that.
gonna read it all?
I'm
yeah.
not gonna read all of them. I'm just gonna read some
Yeah.
bits. So anyway, as I was saying, one theory holds that many Halloween traditions were influenced by Celtic harvest festivals, particularly the Gaelic festival Samhain, which are believed to have pagan roots. Some go further and suggest that Samhain may have been Christianized as All Hallows Day along with its eve by the early church. Or other academics believe Halloween began solely as a Christian holiday,
Yeah.
being the vigil of All Hallows Day. Celebrated in Ireland and Scotland for centuries, Irish and Scottish immigrants took many Halloween customs to North America in the 19th century, and then through American influence, Halloween had spread to other countries by the late 20th and early 21st
Yeah.
century. Okay, now let's look at some of the the history
Yes.
of Halloween. I'm just going to close this window here that the music was playing on.
Yeah.
Halloween is thought to have roots in Christian beliefs and practices. The English word Halloween comes from All Hallows Eve, being the evening before Christian holy days of All Hallows Day or All Saints Day
Yes.
on the 1st of November and All Souls Day on 2nd November. Since the time of the early church, major feasts in Christianity, such as Christmas, Easter, and Pentecost, I've never even heard of Pentecost.
I think I have.
What is it?
I don't know, but I have heard it somewhere.
Okay. Had vigils that began the night before, as did the Feast of All Hallows. These 3 days are collectively called All Hallow Tide, and are at a time when Western Christians honor all saints and pray for recently departed souls who have yet to reach heaven. Commemorations of all saints and martyrs were held by several churches on various dates, mostly in springtime. In 4th century Roman Edessa, it was held on the 13th of May, and on 13th of May 1609, Pope Boniface IV rededicated the Pantheon in Rome to Saint Mary and all martyrs. This was the date of Lumeria, an ancient Roman festival of the dead.
Oh.
There's more there, but I'm not gonna read it
Yes.
all. Maybe I'll read this bit.
Yes.
By the end of the 12th century, they had became holy days of obligation in Western Christianity, and involved such traditions as ringing church bells for souls in purgatory. It was also customary for criers dressed in black to parade the streets, ringing all bell of mournful sound and calling on all good Christians to remember the poor souls. Let's read some of the Gaelic folk influence.
Yeah.
Today, Halloween customs are thought to have been influenced by folk customs and beliefs that Celtic-speaking countries, some of which are believed to have pagan roots. Jack Centino, a folklorist, writes that there was throughout Ireland an uneasy truce existing between customs and beliefs associated with Christianity and those associated with religions that were Irish before Christianity arrived. The origins of Halloween customs are typically linked to Gaelic festival Samhain.
Are you in more?
I don't think so. I think we all get the gist. I think we
Yes.
all get the gist of Halloween. Yeah.
Yes.
So it started as a whether you want to say that it started, whether it started in Christianity
Yeah.
or whether it started in paganism.
Yeah.
What is a fact is that it started off as a way to remember the dead,
Yes.
and so
And then that turns into
so
Halloween.
yeah, so there is a lot of
Yes.
spirituality to
Yeah.
around it. So I guess we can go back.
Yeah.
I guess we can use this window now
Yes.
because
It's Halloween. Yeah. So yeah, I like Halloween.
yeah.
To watch Halloween movies, like dress up,
No, yeah.
costume
And
party.
speaking of Halloween movies, the reason why I wanted to talk about Halloween, like what it is and how it started, is
Yeah.
because we are talking about Halloween movies this episode.
Yes, we are.
But it's kind of okay. What makes a Halloween movie? That can be up for a bit of debate.
Yes.
Yeah, but
It's
what
horror.
I say, it doesn't necessarily need to be about horror, but it needs to have some
horror elements.
it can have horror elements, but what I think it needs to have is like spirituality.
Yeah.
Spiritual elements like
Like poltergeist.
yeah, like ghosts or
Supernatural.
the supernatural, or maybe even like whether or not is this the supernatural
Yes.
or whatever. Like dark magic,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, that, like witches and all that.
And we both picked 3 Halloween movies.
Yes, we did.
Or movies that we consider to be Halloween.
Yeah.
So 6 in total. We're gonna have turns going back and forth.
Yes.
We're gonna explain why we think this counts as a Halloween movie, and hopefully you the viewers will have something that
Yes.
you'll be interested in to and I think we're gonna start this in the order in which
Oh,
we
really?
watch them. Yeah. So you want to
Well, so it's Night Before Christmas?
yeah, but try and wait until the
Yes.
picture comes onto the screen. So
Yes.
yeah, and this is the first movie we're talking about. This is actually your pick.
Yes.
Your first pick
it
of the night.
was.
Yeah, Tim Burton's
the-
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
Not directed by Tim Burton.
No.
Yeah. So what did you pick this movie, V?
I don't know. It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
I think about Number Before Christmas. Technically like both a Halloween / Christmas film.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just like Tim Burton. He's stop motions.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Burton as well.
Yes, I'm a fan of his work.
Yeah.
His characters are really good.
What's your favorite Tim Burton movie?
Let's say I know it's not Carolina, but Dark. What's it called? The Dark. I think it was. The Batman.
Batman.
Yes.
My favorite one is a bit more of a is actually Edward Scissorhands.
Yes.
Which you might consider to be a Christmas movie, but I definitely wouldn't consider it a Halloween movie.
What?
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, it could be could
Okay.
be so Halloween. It's got dark.
So what makes you? So why do you say The Night Before Christmas is a Halloween movie? Now it's obvious to me
Because it's got
and-
its Halloween
and
pumpkins.
it's probably obvious to everyone else. But
Yes.
if you want to elaborate anyway.
They got Halloween. The town is full of Halloween.
Yeah.
And got posters. The posters has Halloween pumpkins, so it's Night Before Christmas. So it's a town of fantasy. It's a fantasy world. It has popular by fairies, monsters, and being associated with the holiday.
And also, that song I was
Yeah,
singing from the beginning. Yeah, that
Yes.
was from this movie.
Jack Skellington respected by citizen as the Pumpkin King.
Yeah.
And this leads them to organize the annual Halloween celebration.
Yeah, there's Jack Skellington.
Yes. Then he decided one day that he wants more. Now he's just taking over Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, that's one way to read that
'Cause-
movie. I mean, that's one way to read that story.
Yes.
I kind of read it as, somebody who realizes he's trapped in this in a
Yes.
deterministic universe,
Yeah.
and he's
He-
desperate to try and
Yes,
escape,
'cause-
but you can't change fate, so
Yes.
he fails and he has to go back and accept
Yes,
his fate.
because he has grown.
Which is really depressing in my
Yes,
opinion.
because Jack has grown tired of the same animally return and wants something new. And next minute he's running in the woods and stumbled into the Christmas tree, the Christmas town.
Yep, Christmas Town.
Yes, he was on the film of the holiday and just like he just inspired by that. Let's say Christmas, and then he just takes Santa Claus.
Oh, yep.
Yes, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, there's a nymph on the table.
Where?
There's a nymph on the table.
What's that?
A baby cockroach. See? It's
Oh,
right
you
there.
just tell me that. Not on live stream. Just kill it.
Oh, okay. Well, he got away.
Oh, it's like now. Because of the heat in this room, like,
No, I guess so.
it's like, but got some. I don't have kosher in my room. You just one. I just found it. So yeah.
Alright, so...
Plus it's hot. It's gonna
Okay.
heat. Yes.
Okay, so what do you, I don't I guess
Plus
what's
Jack
the-
and Sally declare their love for each other only at the end.
Okay, yeah. So I guess what sticks out to this, what sticks out to you from this movie?
It's Halloween.
Yeah.
And it's he just feels like trapped in this world and wants to do. He hates doing the same kind of thing every year.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you know-
I get that.
Yes, the Nightmare Before Christmas was originally in a poem written by Burton.
Yeah, I knew that.
I didn't know that either. So yeah, and then he was working as an animator at Disney.
Yep.
I didn't know that productions.
Yeah, he worked on, I think he worked on The Fox and the Hound.
Yes.
Maybe, I
I
don't
think so.
remember.
Yes.
Yeah,
And-
but he didn't like working at Disney, and they kind of gave him like stupid, like pointless stuff to do until they were able to like let him go.
Yes. It's really good, and they're going plus the film now. Like because Jack becomes Santa Claus, he just gives them like evil toys, like deli toys.
He gave them like giant snakes.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yes, it was good. Like it is. I like it.
One other thing.
I didn't know that. Like Burton actually found out Burton just found out that Disney still owned the film rights. I didn't know that.
So Disney still owns the
Yeah.
rights to this movie.
Yeah.
I mean that doesn't surprise me. I mean,
Yes.
it's Disney. They probably have a contract. They probably
Yes.
make 50 lawyers go over a contract and make sure that it's in
Yes.
their favor.
Yes. It is.
Yeah, and something else to just talk about regarding Nightmare is that this movie, though it's a Disney movie, was originally released under their banner Touchstone Pictures.
Yes.
Because they thought the movie was too.
There was no Pixar at the time before Pixar came out. Like the first Toy Story them did.
Yeah, but they do CGI. This is stop motion.
Yeah, I know.
I bring up Touchstone because they use the Touchstone label. Used to use the Touchstone label for more mature content.
Yes.
They thought Nightmare was too dark and scary for children.
Yeah, but at least it made like so much money though. It made about like. It made about. It's 91.5 million out of the budget 24 million.
Yeah, that's a respectable, very respectable, fucking
Yeah.
run at the box office.
Yes, it was.
And also, the director of this movie, Henry Selick.
Yes.
Even though Tim Burton pretty much, overshadows his name.
Yes.
Unjustly, you might say.
Yeah.
Henry Selick would later go on to direct Coraline.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, which is
I like it.
Also a pretty good movie.
Apparently, Caroline 2, the film got confirmed.
Is it still going to be based on a Neil Gaiman story?
I'm not too sure.
I guess we'll
Wait and see.
yeah, I guess we'll have to look into it.
I think I have done. I think I have done nothing else to like. There's a there Disney will begin considering a production a sequel, but rather using a stop motion. Disney just wanted you to use an computer animation.
I mean, if they do that, they better they better have it look like a stop motion anyway.
But Burton convinced Disney to drop the idea because he always very protective of the Nightmare Before Christmas and does not do the sequels or things that kind.
That's why he never made a sequel to Edward Scissorhands.
Yes. Now, on February 22nd, 2001, it was announced by Disney Publishing that sequel was given to the 1993 film to the form into a young adult novel, and releasing as a Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. Well, I didn't know that. As of August 2022, there is a set to be a book release. Do you know that?
And here's Tim Burton working on the movie with Henry Selick. So this is the best quality image I could find.
Yes.
Tim Burton, he was originally going to direct this, but he was too busy working on Batman Returns.
Yes.
This isn't likely to have been a Steven Spielberg on the set of Poltergeist kind of thing. Apparently, Tim Burton's involvement was pretty much limited to answering, giving advice over the phone.
Yeah.
So I guess Henry Selick does deserve most of the, or maybe even all of the credit.
But the story, Burton is based, but Tim Burton is it's based on the story of the credits and the story and the credit of Tim Burton. It's like he was produced by Tim Burton, anyways.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But they probably put Burton's name on it more than anything because Burton was really getting a rising star in Hollywood.
Yes.
And he just directed Batman and Edward Scissorhands and Batman Returns, and those were all pretty acclaimed films.
They are.
So what are your three favorite songs from this movie?
This is How I'm Not Sweet.
Oh yeah.
And that's it.
Well, that is the most. That is probably the best song in the movie.
Yes.
But I also like What's This, and let's I think it's called Kidnap the Santa Claus.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh, that's right. They did too. Yeah. But Jack had a change of heart.
Yeah. Huh.
Mhm.
So,
I think that's it for me. Now it's your turn for your choice.
My turn, and and the movie I picked is Creepshow.
Woohoo!
Yeah, which was now I'd never seen this movie before. I've seen other people talk about it, but I had not seen it myself.
It was good.
Yep, and so that's the main reason why I picked this, because I had the Blu-ray and I wanted to watch it.
Yes.
Now, having spoken about my what the loose kind of criteria is for a Halloween movie, I'm not sure how Creepshow completely meets that criteria for a Halloween movie. Now you might disagree. I guess we'll go over it as we go over the movie.
Yes.
So anyway, Creepshow was released in 1992 and was directed by George A. Romero, who also directed Night of the Living Dead, and was written by Stephen King.
Yeah.
And I think this was his first screenwriting role. And I guess we'll start by going over the. Hold on, there's a bit more to talk about. This
Yes.
movie, it does have a. It's kind of a homage to the old EC comics.
Ah, I
Yeah, which
see.
were opposed to like superhero stories.
Yes.
They were more like about like horror and the occult, and they were
Yeah,
like
it's dark comedy.
yeah, this movie is very much like a dark comedy,
Yes.
but there was real moral outrage over the those old like EC comics.
Yeah.
They were thought to be like too gory for kids, too spooky, too scary, too violent.
Yes.
Yeah, and yeah, so eventually those comic books were like phased out in favor of like heavily censored superhero stories.
Yes. My favorite part when
Hold on. Let's save it because we're gonna go over each of the
yeah.
each of the stories
Yes.
because this is an anthology movie.
Yeah, and I got toilet.
Okay. You go there, and I'll.
Yes.
I guess I'll.
Sorry.
I'll try and hold off the audience a bit. So yeah, this is yeah, actually kind of leaves me high and dry. What the hell, V? But yeah, so yeah, EC Comics. This is a homage to that, and you've got Stephen King doing a. George A. Romero and Stephen King are both more known for serious kind of artistic pursuits. Creepshow is very much more comedic, and okay, what else is there to add? Okay, I guess okay, enough stalling for time, I guess. So I guess we'll start by looking at the first story, Father's Day. Yeah, that's quite the look, huh? So anyway, in this first storyline, featuring a young Ed Harris, who is not pictured here, it's about this this family gathering of rich assholes that about a year or so after the death of the patriarch, who was murdered by the daughter because he was being a obnoxious twat, just crying for his cake. I want my cake, you bitch! And so she just like bludgeons him, and I don't know how long it was between her killing him and him coming back as this ghoul, but eventually he decides my corpse has decomposed enough, and he just crawls out of the grave to kill her, and then he comes back to the family and kills everyone else, and it ends with him holding I think his widow's head on a plate, saying, "I have my cake." Come on, V, Come on, V, what's taking so long? If I was certain I'd only have to summarize the first story before I was certain I'd only have to summarize the first story, then you'd come back. But yeah, so this isn't my favorite segment of the movie. Now, obviously, there's this ghoul here, and yeah, you might think that well, there's a ghoul, so that makes this count as a Halloween movie, doesn't it? And yeah, it probably does. It's just that and I kind of feel like there should be like more of it. and these are individual segments, which, you know, there is a framing device, but it's I guess we'll get to that soon. Come on, V, come back. Please come back. And what's taking us so long? Okay, I guess I can't keep everyone waiting. So, and this here is Stephen King, as I forget his name. The title of this segment is give me a moment. I think the bad luck of Johnny Belfort. I don't know. The Lonesome Death of Geordie Verrill. Yeah, and this is and that right there is Stephen King, your humble writer. He portrays this this farmer where this meteorite lands in his on his farm, and he thinks he's gonna be able to make some money off it, but it breaks open, and you see this green stuff all over him that's from the meteor, and it spreads, and please come back, V. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to carry all this myself. God damn it. Please come back. So yeah, pretty much a single, a solo performance. There is one other scene he has with another person where it's a college professor, and it's all in his imagination, and slowly this green stuff spreads all over his house, and all over his farm, and all over his body, and eventually just tries to kill himself, which he does, and he, but it's not a happy ending, not just because of that, but also because the implication is that the green stuff is going to spread throughout the earth and cover everything, and basically be the apocalypse, I guess. Oh yeah, looks like she's coming back. Oh no, oh jeez, I think she's attending to the cat. She has a kitten now. It's really cute. Please come. Oh, thank goodness she's back.
Yeah, I am back. Sorry about that.
I was struggling to carry everything myself. I had to. So yeah.
Sorry.
I just finished talking about the second segment of.
Oh, that episode that was so weird.
Yeah,
That reminds me of the something.
Yeah, the lonesome death of Jodie Verrill.
Yeah, they should call it Swamp Thing.
Yeah, well, that's Stephen King right there.
Yes.
Yeah, this is probably his I guess you might say his most acclaimed acting job.
Yeah.
A solo performance.
He looks so young. Don't recognize Stephen King, anyways.
Yeah, well, this was pretty early in his writing career.
I know. And his bookies.
Yeah, I think just 7 years after the release of Carrie.
Yes.
But anyway, I've already talked about this segment as much as I could, so let's go forward again. The next one is that one's
fucking good.
Good. What's this one called again? The tide's coming in or something?
I got it here.
Something to tide you over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good, but it's funny.
Yeah, probably the.
Rest in peace to the neck and gun actor.
Yeah. This is probably
the president.
Yeah, this is probably the best segment out of all of them.
Mm-hmm. He always gonna remind me of in those parody movies, of the scary movies, superhero movie, those parody ones.
Yeah, sure. But
With a naked gun.
but I have to say, like he is
But I never seen him that serious. I never see him that acting.
Yeah, he is no less. He is definitely. He is no less believable as this like really cold, like sadistic, like dead serious villain. Like he pulls it off really well. Also,
yeah.
This actor's name's Leslie Nielsen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone watching, Google image Leslie Nielsen young, and you will be surprised.
I know.
Yeah.
With a naked gun. I love him with a naked gun.
Yeah, sure.
Not naked. I'm just gonna get a naked gun, but I don't think he's there.
But I think people of our generation mainly know him as a scary movie.
Yeah, President guy. Yes.
Yeah, but he was very convincing in this role. So I guess the premise of this short is this guy buried up to his neck in sand has been cheating on Leslie Nielsen's wife has been cheating on him with this head guy here.
Oh really?
Yeah, and he tricks him into burying himself in the sand as the tide comes in and where he'll like drown. And, and he shows him that on this TV here he also gets to see his lover made the same fate before him.
Yeah.
And
they all come back. They all come up from the den haunting.
Yeah, that's true. They both come back as like these ghouls.
Yes. Look like a tree, watery type.
Yeah, they kind of do.
Yes.
Yeah, even though it's meant to be seaweed, but it works.
Yes.
And the segment ends with Leslie Nielsen like also being buried in the sand.
Yes.
And it's like I can hold my breath for a long time. And the
he's dead.
I don't think he makes it.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, but if he does die, doesn't that just means he comes back as a zombie like these guys and
if it does,
what they fight again.
Yes.
I guess it just never stops.
Guess so.
That's probably the most like genuinely tense segment of the movie. Yeah. And the next one is the crate.
The crate was okay.
Yeah, this is
it's like best friend coming off another like best friend like betrayed another best friend like what the hell?
Yeah, and
I think he's like And
it looks like this segment
he had enough of his wife and he killed it. I can't believe that you can talk. Sorry.
No, that's
your
fine.
Movie.
I mean, yeah, it is my movie, but I talked about the last two segments by myself, and it was kind of hard to talk about everything I know.
Yes.
So yeah, this thing apparently it comes from Antarctica.
Yeah, from the 16th century.
Or the Arctic.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was
like a century.
Yeah, it was it was kept in that crate for kind of a while.
It was.
Yeah, but you open its box and it kills you.
Yes.
But it also seems pretty content to just stay in the box.
Yes, unless that bitch wife of one of the guys is dead.
Yeah, but you probably weren't a very good husband to start off with if you're willing to trick your wife into
I would
opening
do that.
a box.
If I had a husband, if that was my husband, I would do the same thing.
Okay, well, good for you.
Yes.
So yeah, after he kills enough of his, I guess his enemies.
Yes.
He throws the crate into the ocean, but there's
still alive.
Yeah, he breaks out, and I guess now it's loose in the world.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's all to say about this one because the other segments you could probably make a full-length movie out of. This one I don't really see it.
No.
I think in a box and it kills people. That's
it's kind of stupid.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's stupid. I'm just saying that it's best suited for an anthology film.
Yes.
And the next one is the last one. They're creeping up on you.
That was good. Like an OC guy. He's afraid of everything, like insects and bugs and all that. Every time he keeps killing the kosh, he keeps coming back.
Yeah, they keep coming back.
Yes, he's germophobic.
Yeah, they come out of everything. The sink, the rubbish,
everything.
Yeah, they're just like all over.
Yeah.
He tries to like spray them,
Yes.
squish them, like flick them away, but
Yeah.
they keep on coming all over him.
Yes. And he was a mean boss too.
Yeah, he was a mean boss. This segment and the first one both kind of are about like
Yes.
how bad rich people are.
Yes. This one's my favourite. I think it's my favourite one.
I'm
My favourite, but like it's good.
Yeah, I think I might as well say this that I did want to watch this movie and but I didn't love it. I don't think it's bad, but I don't love it.
Yeah. I don't really care about the rest of the episode. This episode was like got me like funny.
Yep, and there is one last thing to talk about, and it's the framing device.
Yes.
Which has so the movie starts off with this kid who has one of those EC comic books.
Yeah.
His father is an arsehole, so he tells him it's rubbish, and he'll beat.
Be a man.
Yeah, and he'll beat him if he catches him with it again. And he throws it out.
Yes.
And as over the course of the movie, the wind kind of blows the book into the story that it plays into.
Yes.
And after all of that, after those segments, you come back to the comic book and it's picked up by these rubbish collectors.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And it's like, hey, well, this is some pretty cool stuff. And,
Yes.
but one item was apparently already set off for, and it was like a voodoo doll.
Ooh, fuck.
Yeah, and the kid's dad's complaining about pain in his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see this kid here where
Yes.
he has the voodoo doll and he's stabbing the doll in the neck yeah, take this, you fucking piece of shit. Which hey, who hasn't wanted to do that to their dad at some point?
I know, right?
And also that kid is Stephen King's son.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Didn't fucking recognise. Didn't even know he had a son. I just thought he had no kids.
Oh no, he has I think 3.
And
he's been he's been married to the same woman since the 70s, I think.
Oh right, that's really couple goals.
Yeah. That's that's so. Yes. So anyway, that's a creep show, and
yes.
So the mains go back to you. So you talk about Hold on. Hold on, I gotta. There we go.
Beetlejuice.
Yep, Beetlejuice. And there's a lot to talk about this movie aside from it just being a movie. This is probably anyway. It's your episode, so you talk.
You can talk. You can talk some of them. I'm just looking at my notes.
Well, yeah, like I said, this is your movie, so
yeah, no.
You should take
the Beetlejuice. The Beetlejuice was financial success.
Yep.
It's actually made. The box office made 50 million, but the budget was 50 million. But the box office it made 74.2 million.
Yeah, huge hit.
It was actually huge hit. They're actually going to do a stage musical. Came out in 2018.
Yeah, they've also been working on the sequel since. I think since this movie was made.
Yes, they have been.
Yeah, apparently the idea was Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian.
Oh really?
Yeah, which I kind of wish they did make that.
Yes, so. In February 2022, a sequel was announced again. This time was produced by Plan B Entertainment alongside Warner Brothers, with Keaton and Wilder reprising the role. Principal photographer is so good to begin in the same year.
Okay, so
yeah.
So has principal photography already begun?
Yes.
Okay, so. Let's cross our fingers. Hopefully it's good.
Yeah, so hopefully it's good.
Is Tim Burton directing?
Let me see. I forgot that. Tim Burton was actually directed, yes.
Yeah, I know he directed this.
Yeah,
but is he making the sequel?
I'm not too sure. I never heard. Alec Baldwin was so young. Jenna Davis was so young. Winona Ryder was so young.
Yeah, if we were on camera for this episode, I would be dressing up like Winona Ryder.
You would.
Yeah, and it's too much trouble to make myself up, and also to
Yes.
yeah, also it's even though it's Halloween, it's also on Monday night, and we've both got stuff to do
Yes.
tomorrow. So anyway, you take
Yes,
the reign again.
Larry Wilson was brought on board to continue rewriting work with McDowell. I can't pronounce it. McDowell through Burton replacement of McDowell and Wilson and Skater due to creative difference. Well,
Yeah, apparently the original script for this movie was like way darker.
yes.
And gory. Let's not look into that
Yes.
just yet, because that could actually be a different episode.
Yeah, it could be, yes.
Yeah.
There was another version of the script. The film was also have what's that? Concluded with the Maitlands. What's that?
Maitlands.
Dizzy and Atto conducting an exorcism ritual that destroys the Betelgeuse and the Maitlands from transforming into miniature versions of themselves and moving into Adam's model of their home in which they refurbish to look like their house before the disaster moved in. Oh wow.
Yeah, so definitely a.
There was like another school was happening. Yeah.
Well, like I said, the original version of this movie was way different.
Yes.
Apparently, they wanted this movie to be a kind of a spiritual successor to Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Like a comedic movie about the supernatural. Yes. But yeah, this movie Beetlejuice, you could probably attribute like a lot of stuff to this movie, directly or indirectly, because it was because of this movie's success that Tim Burton would go on to direct Batman.
Yes, he did, yes, he did.
And because of that movie's success, you got like so many. That movie was pretty much responsible for the plethora of superhero movies over the years. So you might not have the Marvel Cinematic Universe without Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Without Beetlejuice,
you want to have Tim Burton.
Beetlejuice isn't the movie that made Burton a household name, but it was. It was a movie that led to him becoming a household name, and without this movie, you probably wouldn't have like Edward Scissorhands or The Nightmare Before Christmas, which we were earlier talking about, and you probably wouldn't have Johnny Depp either, or at least he wouldn't be, might not be the superstar that he is today, or rather that he was a few years ago.
Yes.
But in all fairness, his star was kind of going downhill because of a few shitty movies.
Yes.
I mean, only the first Pirates movie was any good, let's be honest.
Yes.
Anything else you got to say about this?
Wait.
I like the score of this movie.
Yeah, so director Tim Burton knew the original script was going to work and enlisted screenwriter Warren Skirton to tone down the violence and Skinner Virgin. So the Beatles become more of like a con artist and used car salesman that Michael Keegan would capture so perfectly. Burton would turn Shikaran to help rewrite his personal smash Batman. And things didn't end poorly for Barton and the original screenwriter. So yeah.
Yeah, Michael Keaton was really good in this film.
Yeah, but the screenwriter and him actually done The Nightmare Before Christmas 5 years later.
I mean, the only bad thing about Michael Keaton's performance in this movie is that there's not enough of it.
Yes, I know.
Oh. But yeah, what can be done?
Yeah, so during production there were several names were floating for the project, Warner Brothers suggested the movie to be called House Ghost, but Burton thinking they were joking and they should call it It's Scared Shitless. Oh wow. Which to his surprise and horror, the studio actually lucky for us, everyone came to the senses, and after they found the alternate spelling of Beetlejuice, the market better than the true spelling of Bacala. That'd be the last name.
Lucky for us, everyone came to their senses after they found that the alternate spelling of Beetlejuice marketed better than the true spelling of Beetlegeist.
Yes, Beetlegeist, yes. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Didn't know that.
So, okay, I think we've read enough about the production, so, let's talk about the movie itself.
Yes.
I like the music.
I like the music too.
Yeah,
It reminds me of Batman.
Yeah, Danny Elfman. Well, Danny Elfman composed the score for both.
I know.
Danny Elfman's probably my favourite film composer.
Yeah, I just like Josh Williams. I just know him, and now I just know Danny. His name.
And yeah, like we said,
the movie was the story was quite good. Like they died in a car crash. The two main characters actually died in a car crash, and they came back as a ghost into their house.
Yeah.
And the only person who sees them and they want to because of new Alice Manning, they try and do everything to try to get them out.
And you see the Dietzes down at the bottom here.
Yes.
I don't remember their names, but I remember
They're
Lydia.
like a joke,
Yeah, and for some reason Lydia is in her wedding dress.
Yes.
Spoilers, by the way.
Yes. Most people have seen the movie, really.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Probably, really. What's your favourite part of the movie?
My favourite part of the movie, oh no, the whole movie is, pretty enjoyable from...
Yes.
I guess I would just be boring and say the climax.
Yes.
Or maybe, when Beetlejuice first comes out of the grave and interacts with...
yes.
With Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis.
Yes, I can't believe that. It's a good movie. I like how I like the songs too, and also what's it called they're trying to say, if you say this name, he'll come out from the ground. Beetlejuice. Don't say his name.
I guess
there's a guy because they're trying to kick the two couples were trying to get the new homeowners out of the house.
I guess one other thing we can talk about is this movie's a depiction of the afterlife.
Yeah.
Yeah, where there's a.
Yeah.
They have a book, and
really?
Yeah, when they come back from the house as ghosts, they have this book.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and there's lines and officers, and you see this clerk with the wrists open.
Yes.
And this person that was apparently crushed, and he has to go through on a wire.
Yes.
And that's some pretty delightfully morbid shit.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, from the mind of Tim Burton.
Yes, and plus the scene with when the living found the Book of the Dead and did a seance.
Oh yes,
someone died, and she had to agree to not agree with that. She just had to either she had to choose to get married with him to save him, but she never did it anyway. So it's like a life and death situation.
I mean that was just coercion. Let's be honest.
Yes.
And also, when we were watching this movie, Lydia says, "My whole life is a dark room."
Yeah, I know.
And you said that she sounded like me.
Yes.
Which I'm not going to deny that.
Yes.
I mean, how could I deny that?
I know. I like her wedding dress in the movie. I like her wedding dress, nice black elf dress.
Yeah, I wonder if she liked it though.
Yes.
In all fairness, Winona Ryder is probably not exactly like Lydia.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anything else you want to talk about this movie?
Let me see. I like the effects still hold up great. Some parts of the effects still holds up.
It's interesting that you say that because Tim Burton was going for an intentionally fake effects when he
I know.
did that. but they're all creative
They were.
and fun.
Yes.
Even though you obviously see like wires when Beetlejuice comes out of his grave.
Yes.
But it's part of the charm and it works.
Yes. The only person who can see the two couples was Lydia.
Yeah.
Because she's like overly like dead. That's why she's dating inside herself. But I like her character. It's more gothic.
Oh yeah, I like that too.
Yes.
I also like her hat.
Yes, I do. Anything else you'd like to add before we move?
But she's not wearing it in this
No.
on this poster.
But, do you like to add anything else?
I guess not.
Yeah, same. I'm just like done with that at the moment now.
Alright, well, I guess we can move on though,
Move on.
because now it's my turn. And this is the Tomb of Ligeia. This is the oldest movie I think we have on this
Yes.
tier. Even on her wedding night, she must share the man she loved with the female thing that lived in the tomb of the cat. I don't know what that means.
Same.
So anyway, the Tomb of Ligeia was released in the 1960s. I don't remember what year. 68, I think.
Yes, with Vincent Price.
Yep. Starring Vincent Price. And directed by Roger Corman.
Yes.
Whom?
Yes.
You probably
I know.
You know who Roger Corman is?
Yeah, he directed some. I looked up him while we were watching this film.
Yeah.
I forgot who he worked on now.
Okay, well, people of our generation probably know Roger Corman as the person who produced that unreleased Fantastic Four film from the 90s.
Oh yeah, I saw him on his credit a little bit. I saw him his credits towards
Yeah.
Never seen that.
Yeah, but he did more than that.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And this movie, The Tomb of Ligeia, which is a respectable movie.
It is.
And based on the poem by Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
And this is not actually the first of the Vincent Price, Roger Corman, Edgar Allan Poe movies.
Yeah.
Those actually started in 1960 with the release of The Fall of the House of Usher.
Yes.
Which is what I wanted to talk about originally, but looking into it and looking into Halloween, it just didn't count as a Halloween movie.
No.
This one counts as a Halloween movie because it's about it's literally about a woman a man's deceased wife coming back to haunt him and his
taking his new lover.
Yeah, and his new wife.
And taking off possession of her body as well.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And while The Fall of the House of Usher was the first of the core Price Poe collaborations.
Yeah.
The Tomb of Ligeia was the last of those adaptations.
Yes, it was.
They also worked on the Mask of the Red Death, which I have seen.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. And The Haunted Palace.
Never seen that.
I've seen that as well.
Yes.
Apparently, it's actually more of an adaptation of a H.P. Lovecraft story.
Oh yeah.
But it was marketed as Poe.
Yes.
So whatever.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It's not my kind of movie I would usually watch.
So anyway, so I guess we'll talk about the plot.
Yes.
So the movie starts off with I guess we'll turn this image.
Yes.
That's Vincent Price on the
yes.
on the left, and I forget.
Isn't his wife?
I forget the names. Yeah, that's his
new
I don't think that's his wife yet in this scene, but they do get married later in the movie.
Yes, they do.
I forget the names. You know what? I'm gonna look it
same.
up. I'm gonna look it up. I should I should have this shit written down or whatever.
It's a good movie. It's a good film. You just if that was her husband,
wait, I said 1968. This was actually released in 1964.
Yes. If that was her husband, how come she ended up having an affair with another guy? Or that was his
ex... Verdon. Here's Vincent Price as Verdon, and that's Elizabeth Shepard as Rowena, who also portrays Ligeia.
Yes.
and a dual role. That's pretty good.
It is.
Yeah, and Vincent Price, even though he's probably known more nowadays as this kind of like hammy,
Yes.
as this hammy person with this distinctive voice, like, "Shall we take his head away?"
Yes.
He does actually deliver a reasonably nuanced, subtle performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I wonder how he'd feel about his reputation as just like as being kind of hammy nowadays.
Yes.
But whatever.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
I think he's that's the thing. I wonder what he would think about.
Yes.
Like I'm not here to pass judgment.
No.
I mean I kind of am because we are reviewing movies.
Yes, but he's so good. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not judge me. Like, it's just like just pointing out they have like a
No,
voice.
I'm not saying otherwise.
Yes.
So anyway, some other production details. This movie was
Did it came in theaters?
Yeah, it was, and it was also filmed near an actual. I think it was filmed in an actual cemetery.
Yeah.
And an actual like at least part of a castle. They couldn't
afford it.
Yeah, they couldn't film in all of it because it was.
Yes.
I think it was an important site.
Yes, it was like 15 days or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They had a relatively short amount of time to make this movie.
Yeah.
But they made the most of it.
They did.
Yeah, and as I was speaking about the fall of the House of Usher, something that this film has in common with that is like creepy dream sequences, which kind of makes me wonder if Roger Corman had if that was kind of his style.
Yeah.
Something else is that to add to the eeriness of that dream sequence, instead of slowing down the footage, he had his actors like move in slow motion to try and like make it look more eerie and creepy.
Yes.
To great effect, I'd argue.
Yes. It's like I'm just like really confused if that was what happened to him in the film, because he looks so much younger in it, like looks like he was older. Then she ended up possessed and took over the ex-wife possessed that body and meant for a younger lover. I'm like so confused with that ending. Like
well, when you're talking about Vincent Price's age,
yeah,
Vincent Price is actually older.
Yeah, I know.
He was actually older than the character he was portraying.
I know, but
so apparently they did go to great lengths to make him appear younger than he actually was.
Yeah, because like in the film she ended up with another guy.
Yeah, that was probably because Verdon died.
Did he?
Yeah, you watched the same movie.
I know, but like, what the hell? Why?
Probably because he belonged with Ligier.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, speaking of which, that scene where you see Ligier in that, in that tomb, or I guess that underground like mausoleum, and Verdon's all like catatonic, and
yes,
yeah, you see
yes. Or probably got murdered. Not true.
I mean, probably at the end it was like a murder, but it all...
Yes. Because she was possessed anyway by his ex-wife. Probably the ex-wife just haunted him to death.
I mean, no offense, this movie does kind of like drag its feet a little bit, but it has a hell of a climax that that does elevate the rest of the movie.
It does.
So yeah, that's the Tomb of Ligier.
Yes.
Not that much to talk about, I guess, but I think I kind of thought Vincent Price deserved a spot in this episode. So now we're heading to the last movie the last movie of yours. This is your pick, and it's So take wait.
This movie is The Witches of Eastwick.
Yep.
It's such a classic film. It doesn't seem like a horror kind of film. It doesn't have the elements.
No, I wouldn't say it's a horror film,
yes,
but I think it does qualify as a Halloween movie.
Yes.
So, why did you pick this? Why do you want to pick this?
Because that was my favourite. I haven't seen it in a long time. I didn't know it was a classic. It classified as a horror or not.
Is it as good as you remembered?
Yes.
Well, as somebody that had never seen this movie before ever rewatched it together,
Yes.
this movie really surprised me with how good it was.
Yes.
I don't think it's a great film, but it is a good one. Like
Yes.
easily a good film.
Yes.
From director George Miller,
Yes.
who also directed Mad Max.
Yeah, I
the Mad
know.
Max movies. Yeah, which kind of seems incongruent because the director of Fury Road also made this.
Yes.
But if you dig a little deeper, it probably isn't all that surprising
Yes.
because George Miller describes himself as a feminist.
Yeah,
And,
really.
yeah, and Fury Road, it's about this woman that
Yes.
takes these sex slaves away from this from like this male dictator,
Yes.
and they escape, and then they have to realize to go back because they have to like conquer it
Yes.
themselves and
It was like a.
and like free the people.
Yes.
And what's this movie about? It's about three
Three, like,
three
beautiful women, I should say.
well, I was gonna say three girlfriends
yeah,
that
girlfriends, like,
fall under the the influence
impression. the same
fall
guy.
on fall under the influence of Jack Nicholson,
Yeah,
and then they have to like go
fight.
like come together and like
Yes.
do away with him.
Yes, because.
So it's not they're not terribly incongruent.
Nah.
It's just kind of surprising.
Yeah, it's like from like a. What's the name? The redhead girl. She was so shy and everything, but now, because they wished upon, like, they wished on him, he
Oh,
heard
yeah.
his wishes. That's why he came to town, and every time, like, people, like, say he's, like, the girl who went mentally insane, like, because of it, like, she sees vision, and he, like, killed, like, because they were eating cherries, or that he was saying that he's a bad person because he killed her.
Oh yeah, and I have to say, no disrespect to like any of the three main actresses in
Yes.
this film, but Jack Nicholson was fucking perfectly
Yes,
cast.
he was.
He was like so like captivating, so charismatic, so charming.
Yes.
And he was the right kind of like not very attractive to really make it work
Yes.
somehow.
And plus, it's based on a novel on a book.
Yeah, like and I have to say, I think Jack Nicholson turns in a performance that is like genuinely Oscar worthy.
Yes, it was the funniest scene when he like trying to introduce chair character into bed.
Yeah, and it seems like she's not interested,
Yes.
and then like
She's like finally giving up.
yeah.
It's good.
And I think Jack Nicholson, and Jack Nicholson actually won a Saturn Award for his
Yes.
performance.
According to George Miller, the production of Joan Peters suddenly decided he wanted aliens to appear in the movie, even though it didn't make sense with the story. Miller thinks the Peters was influenced by the box office success of Aliens. He even showed up one day on set with a stunt man dressed as an alien. Miller told Miller to put him on a scene, any scene, and Miller and Jack Nicholson then left the set until Peters gave up on his fictionate.
Oh, that is awesome. That's
Yes.
awesome. And you know what? I think I'm going to switch to this image where
Yes.
where we can see all the stars.
Michelle Pfeiffer looks so young. They look so young in that film.
Yeah. And have to say, even though I think Cher is the most attractive of all of them,
Yes.
for some reason Susan Sarandon
Yes,
turned
did
me
it
on,
all.
it turned me on the most in this movie.
No, she was so sorry, innocent. The Jack Nicholson character came out and like fucked her right up all of her.
Yeah, but anyway, what you just read was pretty awesome. The way
Yes.
that Jack Nicholson stuck by George Miller's side, and he's like, "Hey, if you don't do what the director wants, I'm fucking leaving."
Yes.
And just imagine him with his eyebrow saying that.
Yes.
Hey, if we're not doing this George Miller's way, I'm leaving.
Yes. I know.
I can't do the eyebrows.
Yes. They're not having all three babies together
Oh yeah.
with one person.
Yeah,
And I feel like they were like, I feel like some like half creature even the CGI was okay. Was CGI at the ending?
I don't know.
Yeah, like
I mean, this was like in the late 80s.
yes,
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine there being like
yes.
extensive CGI.
No, George Miller didn't want Cher in the movie, and Warner Brothers forced her in because she wanted a hot commodity. What's that? Hot.
Hot commodity.
Yeah,
She was a hot commodity.
Yeah, she was a hot commodity at the point, according to her autobiography. He wouldn't keep quiet about how he didn't want her to ruin the movie.
I mean, her being a recording artist and not merely an actress.
Yes.
I mean, I guess I don't know how much acting she had done at this point.
She done some good one. Have you seen Mermaids?
Yeah, I've actually seen.
Yeah, she's in
Mermaids.
there.
But I think that was after this, wasn't it?
I prefer it was before.
Maybe it was
The same era.
Maybe it was before. Well, yeah,
Yes.
the same era. But whether or not George Miller was right to be concerned, I think I like Cher's performance.
Yeah.
I think she did a good job.
Yes, it is.
And so what else do you have to talk about?
So yeah. So the plot. So Alex Manford and Jane's boyfriend and Suki Ragmont. That there are three dissatisfied women living in Pitcher Square, Eastwick, Rhode Island. Sculpture of Alex is a single mother of one newly divorced music teacher Jane can't have children, and Susie has six and is a columnist for the newspaper of Eastwick.
I can't believe she has 6 kids.
Yeah, she
That's
has.
insane.
I know. The friends lost their husbands. Alex died. Jane divorced her, and Suki's abandoned her. Like the whole husband left. Unaware of being witches, they unwittingly form a coven and meeting weekly to discuss Nadia Man. Well,
Yeah, I'm not sure if Jack Nicholson is really what they described
Yes.
about her. And I kind of feel like Jack Nicholson is the kind of guy where you meet him, you're not all that impressed, but the longer you converse with him, the more and more you're captivated, until eventually he has you in bed.
yes.
What do you think? Do you agree?
Yes, it is. I'm glad the music for the score for the Witches of Eastwick was composed and conducted by John Williams.
Like that's a score.
It is. That is a score.
That having been said, I don't think the music is as good as Beetlejuice's.
Yes. And Cher was offered the role of Jane, but preferred the part of Alexandra, the role that Susan Sarandon has been hired to play. Sarandon did not discover that she would be playing Jane until she showed up on a location. Wow.
Yeah, that's that's a pretty bad that's a pretty
Yes.
pretty kind of out of left field.
Yes.
The way that you walk on expecting to play one character but you're playing a different one.
Yes. So basically, this is interesting. This is interesting. So Jane character believes she can't have children of her own until Danny gets her pregnant. Susan Sarandon also thought she couldn't have children until becoming pregnant with the director Frances Mer's child. Eva, I can't pronounce it. Eva Amato was born in 1985. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess sometimes life imitates art.
Yes. Do you know what? When the woman was rushing, the woman rushing into Jenny's office after hearing Daryl's office. after hearing his car approach the house and Jane knocks over a lamp. This was a genuine accident by Suzanne Stardom, but George Miller left it in because the genius display of the panic it added.
Yes, smart ideas.
Yeah, it is.
Something similar happened on the set of Titanic.
Yes.
Where, Leonardo DiCaprio was about to draw Kate Winslet, and he says he was supposed to say lie on that couch, but he accidentally said bed, and then he corrected himself. But James Cameron liked it, so he kept it in.
Yes. What's your favorite part of the movie?
Of Eastwick or Titanic?
Yeah, of Eastwick.
Eastwick. Probably when Jack Nicholson and Cher's first scene together.
Yes, that was my.
Or rather, the first few scenes together where
Yes.
they meet outside in the field. They have drinks on his patio, and then this final scene where they're in his bedroom.
Yes.
That was they both did it really well.
And they gave the plus they use his powers as well.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I prefer to think of it that he's not using his powers. He's just that charismatic and charming.
Yes.
What about you?
He looks like the devil, like.
Yeah, Nicholson does kind of have that look.
Yes.
So anyway, what's your favorite scene?
My favorite scene,
I guess that's one way I love Nicholson so much in this movie, because not only is he's just perfectly cast.
When he was getting talked about the dude, voodoo girls and go to the church.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
The insane woman.
Insane. Which one? Oh yeah, that one.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
I know what you're
the
talking about.
devil's here. No one believed her, and her husband killed her.
Yeah, that's
And shot himself.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I know.
Anything else to say about this movie?
That's it, really. I enjoyed it, but you?
Yeah, I liked it too.
Yes.
I was pleasantly surprised because I didn't know what to expect.
Yes.
Even though it had George Miller was a good director.
Yes.
Jack Nicholson is a fucking great actor.
Yes.
I knew Michelle Pfeiffer was a good actress,
Yes.
and I hadn't seen much of Susan Sarandon or Cher, but everyone brings their A game and delivers a fine performance.
But it's just fucking hot in the bikini though, or costume. The red hair.
You are not wrong.
I know.
You are not wrong. God damn it. Okay, let's get. And this is the final movie we're talking about, and this is my pick. Poltergeist. Yeah. Written by Steven Spielberg. Direction credited to Tobe Hooper.
Yes.
Tobe Hooper. But possibly also directed by Spielberg.
Yes.
We'll get to that though. Released in 1982, the same year as E.T., which those two movies, and I think one other, released the same summer. The summer of 1992 was referred to as like the summer of Spielberg.
Yes.
So anyway,
it's a good movie.
Yeah. Anyway, this is one of my favorite movies.
I know.
Anyway, Poltergeist. The general plot of this movie is that this family living in the suburbs, the house becomes haunted by malevolent ghosts. And I guess
but like the haunted by ghosts, and they are found and the father was investigating. It was getting more reader around the house, and they thought. But at first, they thought it was started until one day their daughter get taken to the other side.
Yeah, that happened.
Yes.
I guess one thing we ought to talk about is the film's production, because I mentioned Tobe Hooper and Spielberg. So I guess we need to discuss the fucking elephant in the room. So even though this movie has Tobe Hooper credited as director, it's kind of believed that Steven Spielberg is the actual director of this movie.
Yeah, what do you think? I think.
Well, let me go over the facts. Okay, Steven Spielberg wrote the script, or co-wrote it.
Yes.
He produced this movie. Tobe Hooper, he was on set every day. He did direct every scene.
Yes.
But Spielberg was also there every day of production, and he was also present for like the editing and the composition.
Yeah.
Whereas Hooper was not.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's very
Hard. Yeah.
yeah, it's very
Probably he got permission.
it's very it can be argued that Spielberg ghost directed this movie.
Yeah.
And ghost directing, we could probably do an episode on it. It's
Yes.
the okay, have you heard of ghost writing?
No.
Okay, ghost writing is when somebody where like some written material is attributed to one person,
Yes.
but it was actually written by someone else.
Yes.
Like say that Stephen King wrote say Stephen King wrote
Carrie.
no, okay, well he actually did write Carrie.
I know.
Say that he wrote like The Evil Hat.
Yes.
Yeah, but some other writer named like Tom.
Yeah. Tom Brady. Whatever.
Tom Gussie.
Yes.
Tom Gussie. He receives the credit.
Yeah.
And that's ghost writing. Ghost directing is similar.
I see.
Yeah, somebody.
Someone doing it behind by Yash doing. I see.
Yeah. Somebody is credited as the director, but somebody else did it.
Yes, I see.
Some other examples are, apparently, Kevin Reynolds is credited as the director of Waterworld, but
Yeah.
supposedly it was actually directed by Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
The director of Return of the Jedi, I forget his name.
Yeah. Don't know.
But apparently it was actually directed by George Lucas.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Probably like they got agreement or whatever. They won't do like behind each other's back.
Yeah, well, Steven Spielberg has apparently been trying to like dispel those rumors over the years.
Yes.
So who knows? Apparently, I think Tobe Hooper died a few years ago.
Yes.
So yeah, I guess there's no reason why he wouldn't be able to accept credit now all these years later.
Yes.
But maybe Steven Spielberg, maybe he's just that kind of guy, and doesn't want to.
Yeah, admit it to it. But if the other director the credit director was alive, he might say the truth.
I don't know how I can't remember Tobe Hooper actually
I know, but saying if he was
speaking about
I know,
it.
But I mean, if it was alive now he would like stick it, keep talking about them, like say about the movie and like confirm the rumors.
But anyway, Tobe Hooper also directed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah. From the original one.
Yeah, the original.
Yes, I love that.
I haven't seen it for a few years. I have the movie on Blu-ray though.
Yeah, I got on somewhere. Can't say.
Okay, well, hopefully you get it. Hopefully you find it soon.
I know I got it, but I'm not gonna say because the live stream. I don't want to get in trouble by the police.
Oh, I
Yes.
see. So anyway, so now what's good about this movie? I mean, obviously the performances are really good, and
Yes.
and obviously as a horror movie, it's really
I hate
it really
clowns in that
works.
movie. I hate that clown.
Oh boy, have I got something to tell you about that clown?
Yes.
Okay, the clown, okay, the scene where the boy was supposed to be struggling with the clown.
Yes.
The clown actually started malfunctioning and strangling the boy for real.
Really? Fuck.
Yeah. And because, he was meant to be struggling with the
Yes.
clown, they thought he was just acting.
But not.
Yeah, it wasn't until he started turning purple that they
Yes.
finally, like, pulled the clown off him.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's, I mean, there's more to talk about, weird things that happened during the making of
Yes.
this movie, but,
That's
then
another
we can,
story.
yeah, we can probably save that for another episode.
Yes.
So something else we can talk about this movie is that the scene at the end where all the corpses rise out of the
Yes.
grave. Okay, those skeletons were real.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but they were
like expensive.
Yeah, they were like I think medical skeletons
Yes.
that were used in education,
Yes.
and they were made up to look like
Yeah.
corpses, which was really cool.
Yes, it is.
Like seeing like what's her name, like the mother, like stuck.
Jump screams.
Yeah, stuck in like a shallow pool, and all these
Yes,
corpses like
running
like
up.
yeah like ah! Oh, that was awesome.
Yes, it's really good. Like, I like it.
Oh yeah, like it has really good, great effects.
Yes.
Memorable characters. You've got
Yes.
like the dad and the mum,
The
like
mum, yeah.
like smoking weed and like
Yes.
and goofing around.
Until something goes missing and the daughter.
Yeah, Carol Ann.
Yeah.
She
But it follows her everywhere she goes.
yeah, she's one of the most I think she, Carol Ann,
Must be like.
and the fucking the medium.
Yes.
Yeah, the really short
Yeah.
lady. They are probably the most memorable characters in
characters.
this franchise.
Yes.
She's got a,
It's got wicked sense of humour.
she's got like this really
Wicked.
high but distinctive voice that really
Yeah.
works. It's like to her, it simply is another child,
Yes.
but to us, it is the beast.
Of Cain. Spoiler alert.
I mean, whatever. I'm not gonna remember what you're talking about.
Yes.
You
Because
know,
in the second one, I haven't seen the second one, but it goes through the depth of the backstory of the poltergeist trying to hunt her down, like.
I mean, whatever. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Speaking of the ghosts, there is a fan theory that the reason why the ghosts started haunting this family is because at the beginning, the bird died,
Yes.
and the bird actually got a decent burial.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's probably why.
yeah, and like the home was built on top of a grave. Yeah, but they moved the cemetery, but they left
Yes.
the bodies there.
Yes.
You only moved the headstones.
headstones.
Why?
No.
Why?
How come you're expecting that house, not the rest of the neighbor's house?
I guess because no one else buried their beloved pet in the backyard,
Yes.
and only their house gets like evaporated.
And you would see everyone be like, what? And then all the neighbors saw that. And they'd be like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's been we've both probably seen the Family Guy episode like parodying this movie.
Yes.
Which I like that episode, but there's no beating the original.
Yes.
And I guess that's the episode.
Yes.
Yeah, so those are 6 Halloween movies that
Yes, it
you
is.
can talk to.
We should do
I
like
guess,
a Christmas one.
yeah, I guess we could do that. But that's the episode. We talked about some Halloween movies. Some
Yes.
and some of them are like really good. If you haven't seen any of these movies, we give it a solid recommendation.
Yes, that are.
Yeah, some of them you've probably already seen,
Seen.
like fucking
Nightmare Before Christmas.
yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Beetlejuice.
You've Poltergeist. You've probably definitely seen
Yes.
those. Creep Show, 50-50, maybe not.
Maybe the same
Like,
goes.
Like I doubt you've seen The Tomb of Ligeia,
Yes.
so watch that. And Witches of Eastwick. Yeah,
Yes.
watch that. See if you can find any other.
Yeah.
See how
Just comment if it's like any
see,
recommend.
like see how feminist you think that movie is.
Yes.
So anyway, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you